don't think that there's good people or there's bad people when it comes to relationships. I think people naturally are always looking at what's out there. We're always looking at for self-interest. So it's not that people are against you. It's just that they're always going to see what is out there. The whole idea of like getting in a relationship and settling, I don't even necessarily relate to that either, because I don't want to get in a relationship and settle. I want us to thrive. I want us to build each other. I want us to be helpful. You know, I want us to connect. I don't want to settle. There is no good or bad, right? Now, obviously people can do bad things, and I'm just talking about relationships. I'm not talking about other stuff, because yes, there are bad, evil people on this world. Relationships, it is a process. It is, I don't want to call it a job, but you do have to work at it. You have to learn each other's languages. You have to learn how to communicate what this person likes, doesn't like, right? And so that's why, to me, effort, consideration, those are really big to me, right? How you consider me when you put in an effort, then I know, okay, we can build off of that. I've been the side guy. I've been the, oh, he's just my friend. I was that guy, right? I've been the guy that was madly in love. Now I'm just in my single father era. Each one teach one, right? That's the motto. If you don't take care of yourself, and then, you know, you walk in a room, say you're with your girl, and you walk in the room and there's all these people that are fit. And I'm not trying to make this about being fit and being out of shape, and because everything isn't all about looks. It is not all about looks, but we can't act like our looks aren't important, right? Especially with social media, and everything is just readily available to you. Everything is just in your face, right? You got dating apps and, you know, all these different social apps. You're gonna feel inadequate. You're gonna be insecure because you don't take care of yourself, right? So the number one thing is, like, when you become the best version of yourself, and yes, this sounds cliche. It's very cliche. Everybody says that. Become the best version of yourself. You know, when you're trying to move past somebody, there is no secret thing that you can do that's going to make you just forget a memory. There's nothing that's going to do that can erase time. Time is something that you can't get back, but it's also what you do with your time is going to determine your future, right? So what you do today affects tomorrow. What you do next week affects next month. What you do next month affects next year, and so forth and so forth. Right? And so this is why consistency is so powerful. You got to really look at yourself and say, damn, okay, like, what am I doing, right? And again, bro, the signs are always there. Like, okay, if you text a girl, does she text back in a timely fashion? We tend to skip past a lot of the signs that tell you that this person really isn't as interested in you. And, you know, there was a point in time in my life where I was getting strung along, and I didn't know better, because I wasn't who I'm becoming, and I wasn't doing the things that I was supposed to do. I'm telling you, when you do the things that you're supposed to do, you really don't mind when people come or when people go, and then you understand that everything is just an experience, and that everything is just about, you know, living in the moment, right? So if we enjoy this moment, how about we keep enjoying moments until there's no more moments that can be enjoyed? Once you become super clingy, and I'm not, like, obviously that's gonna happen, bro. You start cuddling with somebody, you start having sex with somebody, you spend a lot of time, you FaceTime, you do all these things. Of course, attachments, bonds, all these things happen, but you also have to remember that you do not own somebody, right? So at any given moment, they are free to go and do whatever it is that they want to do. You have your own crib, you have your own vehicle, you have money saved up. You're able to take a trip whenever you want to. You have your freedom. Like, you are on top of your stuff. You're not clingy. You don't really care if this person wants to get on your program or if they don't. You're cool with this person. You're cool without this person. And so when you become that person, a lot of things aren't going to faze you. But what happens is that you end up dealing with people that they might show interest, right? Because in the beginning, everybody shows interest. They might, you know, they're the one that hit you up. And then now that they got you hooked, they're kind of doing things that don't make sense, and then the math ain't mathing, and now you're questioning yourself. And that's why it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, like when you go through things that hurt you, because it's gonna make you, it's really gonna test you. Some people, they're able to pass, and some people fail. Some people fall into deep depression. Some people, you know, they pick up alcohol. You know, people turn to vices and they go down this rabbit hole. This is why it's very important to talk about these kind of topics. As somebody who has lost themselves before, it's very hard to get yourself back. But once you get yourself back, you realize that a lot of your problems were it was your fault. But you also have to take accountability of the people that you're even taking serious. Like, what did you really expect from this person, right? And a lot of times we put our expectations on somebody else, thinking that they have to live up to the expectations that you have, and it is not on that person to live up to your expectations. People can feel your energy. People can feel your presence, your frequency. You've been in a long-term relationship, or say you're in a co-parenting situation now, or you're divorced, or whatever it is. To go from really caring about somebody, or to having your family at one point, and then now it's just you, and now you have to like kind of pick up the pieces and figure it all out. That is a difficult thing to go through. To go from really caring about somebody to now you have to set boundaries and not talk to them. Not everybody is equipped to do it. Not everybody can handle that. You don't pick when thoughts come into your brain, but you do pick if you're gonna dwell on it. You pick and choose where your attention goes. When you become the best version of yourself, you're not like everybody else. It doesn't take much to not be average. Play the long game, right? And it's not about trying to get back at people, but the best revenge is success. And people are gonna have to live with their decisions, and you have to make people stand on business. It's not about wishing bad on anybody. Like a lot of times people they try to put you down to lift themselves up. A lot of people, they might wanna see you doing well, but a lot of people don't wanna see you doing better than them. You know, I've been single for a couple years now, so I'm kind of just at this point now, like, I don't depend on people for happiness. Like I'm in my own world. I always have something going on, right? You know, if you're broke, get 2 jobs. Have a goal, write it down, accomplish it, you know, always be working towards something. So it's okay to feel things, process it, you know, it's okay, soak it in, but at some point you have to put into action. You know, we got to start taking these steps. One day you're going to wake up and the stuff that bothered you is not going to bother you anymore. You're going to outgrow people. You have to be unbothered. And once you learn how to do that, and you don't take things personal, and you just create good experiences with people, you're gonna be all right.